What's up? Good morning. Thank you, HBR. Hope you're doing good too. I'm really not doing good though. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm taking vitamin supplements. um, just looked at my content and my analytics, and today was the first video I posted in a long time that didn't get at least 1,000 views. So it's like, since I've publicly come out and said that I can't get behind Upchurch, now I'm losing support. Withdrawals and amongst other things, but mainly withdrawals. And no matter how bad a person may feel, or if they're in the heat of withdrawal, the bills don't stop coming. You know, I might not go to work today. I hadn't been to sleep all night. I don't know what's going on, man. I told my boss, man, what's going on. I said, I'm trying to kick Suboxone. You know, and if it's one of those things that you don't understand, then there's no way somebody would understand, you know. But I went and helped my brother today. I probably shouldn't have done that, because every time I get around my brother, we're just bad for each other. Don't give up. God has a plan. Just gotta push through. I did it cold turkey after a 10-year extremely bad pill habit. Let me say this, Christian producer. God does have a plan, and God had a plan for me in my life. But when you fuck that plan all the way up, it's not his fault. It's our fault. It's my fault. So I feel like the plan that God did have, that ship's done sailed, you know. I want to say something that I'm not going to say in a video, because nobody will believe me. But $10 years, that's rough. Nope, that's not how it works. Well, let me just listen to this, Christian producer. It's hell, but it's worth it once. Yeah. I hope so. Still probably, it's crazy hard. I think it's one of the hardest things. It is, Diana. Most definitely. But I could have been so much more than who I am. I was so arrogant and so narcissistic when it came to music that I believed that I could fuck it off for years and maybe circle back one day and still got it, you know. And so in 2010, they made a video of me, and my brother was recording me, the one that's dead now. My brother was recording me on his cell phone, and I was playing a song on the guitar, and I was somewhat rapping at the same time. Now in 2010, this was just almost about unheard of, playing the guitar and rapping at the same time. The only person that was doing it then was Colt Ford. And my brother said, bro, if there's anybody that could bring country rap and country music together, it might be you, you know. But I had no interest whatsoever in country music at that time. I was just a thug running the streets, you know. But I knew in my hearts of hearts that when I met my wife, God told me to run. He said, do not marry her. And I didn't listen. And when I married her, we were married for like 2 years. And after 2 years into that marriage, that's when Ryan Upchurch came along and started to become famous, get somewhat of a notoriety behind his name. The Redneck Rave had not even been mainstream yet. And I told myself, man, I can do exactly what he's doing. I know it's subjective, but actually better, but whatever. But I was married, was raising kids. I thought my life and I thought music, that ship had done sail. Matter of fact, I was talking to a musician friend of mine. I was 29 years old, and he told me, he said, if you don't do something this year when you're 29, nobody will ever sign you. So all this, that, and the third happened. Me and my wife got a divorce. Long story short, lo and behold, I still wound up performing at a redneck rave. I still wound up producing music. I still wound up doing shows all over the country, all over mud parks. And in the back of my mind, that always bothers me. Like, I was doing this before Ryan Upchurch was. He was still, when I was doing this when Ryan Upchurch wasn't even a teenager yet. And I don't know if some of y'all seen the photo albums and stuff, but I've been doing it a long time. And because I chose to marry the wrong girl and chase after the wrong things, somebody else came along. So when you talk about God's plan, yeah, there is a time where that ship sails. I'm sorry to disagree with you. Now, he might have something else on down the road for you. But with that being said, let me say this too to y'all guys. Let me just be totally honest with y'all real quick. I'm almost 40 years old, raising 3 boys by myself, trying to kick these subs. I really do not see me doing this much longer. If my job found out what I was doing, they would fire me. If they found out that I was a rapper, they would fire me. If the church found out that I was a rapper, I think they already know, kind of, but if they found out, they would kick me off, they would kick me out of the choir. Most definitely, if they found out I was rapping. So this song, Welcome to My Addiction, is like a make it or break it for me, you know? And I'm behind on the comments. I'll start reading the comments, but let me ask y'all, if somebody told y'all that you were going to open for some of the biggest names in country rap, tour with Haystack, do a redneck rave, have features with artists like Ritz and Little Boosie, go viral on the internet, multi videos, well, a handful of videos with millions of streams from Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Well, I ain't had nothing on Instagram get 1 million streams, but TikTok and Facebook, I've been viral, you know. And it's like, what else am I supposed to do? Like, what else? thought that was the formula, you know? I thought once you hit it, I had a guy message me tonight on TikTok, and he said, "Can you please point me in the direction of your Amish video?" And I said, "I'm sorry, sir. I would love to, but they've taken it down. Once my clip aired on Alex Jones' show, they banned me. You know, they can't let that happen. Still proud of you, brother. It's crazy hard. I read that. We got to go through hell to relax. Yeah, you're right. That's not true. God put it where you are for a reason, bro." Yes and no. Have you helped people with your music? Yeah, do you think maybe you had to go through that so you can help people who want to get off the drugs too? No, I don't. I don't. I know for a fact. I know for a fact. God told me, do not marry that girl. And I did it anyway. And now that's why she's in prison, divorced, and I got custody of our kids. And now here I am almost 40 years old. Look, my advice to any young people out there, do not waste your youth on the wrong person, because you don't get that back. Now, have I helped people with my music? This movement that we are doing right now, and I include y'all in that, this movement that we're doing right now, I have people message me every other day, some of them artists, telling me how they've cut down on their dosage or they're thinking about quitting, and how I've inspired them, and how the song, you know, is inspiring them. And I'm finding people on the internet that comment randomly here and there, and they are asking for help for people on the internet. And I'll comment and I'll say, hey, look, follow me on Instagram, follow my Instagram story. I give everybody updates on my withdrawal, and I'm encouraging people to walk down this journey with me, you know. Even though at midnight tonight, I took another little piece, and it's like, that's going backwards, you know? Do you think maybe you had to go through that? Oh, well, Haystack says that I should go back to the doctor and ask the doctor for one more script and break them all up periodically and then be done with them after that script. But I feel like that would be going backwards for me. I don't know, but I do know this. I wholeheartedly appreciate each and every one of you. Each and every one of you. Now, I understand that Ryan Upchurch wrote songs and music before that has touched y'all, touched your heart, inspired y'all, helped you through tough times, and has been there for you. Just like you're here for me right now. And those moments can never be replaced. And Upchurch can't be replaced in some of y'all's life. But here's what can happen. A new chapter can start, just like with me. I'm having to pardon myself from something I've been doing 15 years. And I don't care what you do for 15 years, if it's a t-shirt or a blanket. If you got to part with it, there's a little sentimental value there. But it's time for a new chapter. It's time for a new chapter. And the only reason that I'm going to keep doing this is if I have y'all's support. That's it. No, it's not going backwards. Trust me, we all fuck up. We all slip. The question is, do you get back on that horse right even longer? Man, you don't know how much I needed to hear that, man. Thank you, HB. You're absolutely right. Captain Kurt. What's up, brother? Kurt, you must be getting up, getting ready for work. Hey, Sage. Yeah, I found out recently after 10 years of pushing his music and doing everything I could to help, I didn't have the backing of Creek Squad. I lost a whole 50, just 100 subs. Okay, HBR, are you an artist today? Oh, it's your birthday, Sage? How old are you? At work welding as we speak. Where do you work at, Kurt? A shipyard or a laydown yard, or are y'all doing new construction, or is it a fabrication plant, or plant maintenance? I mean, a oil refinery, plastic plant. I can weld a little bit. Happy birthday, Sage. HB's in the chat. Let's get some HB's in the chat for Sage. It's her birthday. She's 29 and she has kids. So she's in the club. Sage, I'd give anything to be 29 again. Joshua Howell. American. Yep. Everybody put HB's in the chat for Sage. It's her birthday. She turns big old 29. Good morning, Nightmare Entertainment. I didn't know how many people would be on here this morning. So I just got on to let y'all know that I fucked up. What time is it for you? It's 7 minutes after 5, Joshua. Reaction channel. Okay. Well, HBR, man. If you can do a reaction, I won't Kurt to do it as well, but if Kurt don't want to do it, I totally understand. Trust me. I'm not I'm good. I respect Kurt too much. HBR, if you want to react to Welcome to My Addiction when it drops on the 28th, I would greatly appreciate it. Be 25 again and not understand the depths of your own life. I was very well informed at 25. Life hit me when I was 20. When I really realized what the meaning of life. I really realized that I had a kid to raise. I really realized what it meant to be a man at 20. I turned 25 serving prison. Here's a fun fact. Have y'all ever heard the song by Merle Haggard? I turned 21 in prison, doing life without parole. The funny thing about that is I turned 20 in prison looking at life without parole. And that was a kind of a dark humor to help me get through all of it. What we talking about? We talking about everybody getting up, getting going, and getting their coffee. Top of the pyramid, that is you. You are now at the top of the pyramid. No, I'm not at the top of no pyramid. I haven't been asleep yet. At 6 a.m. in Detroit, Michigan, it's cold as fuck. If you haven't been asleep yet, it makes it even more colder. Sage, I think your math is off. I think you meant 1995? HBR sucks. HBR. Are you talking about HBR in the chat? For me, it's 11 a.m. Where are you at, Joshua? If a man wants something, he will get it. That's right. That's absolutely correct. And we're still growing. Yeah, I feel your pain, my brother. We're going through a big change in all humanity. That's right. Hell yeah. Dude, Black Sheep, thank you for noticing. My eyes. I'm sorry, guys. My eyes go cross-eyed sometimes. I fought a friend of mine one time, and I took my rings off, and he kept his on, and he wound up punching me twice, dead in my eyeball. I had to have deep tissue retina surgery on it 5 different times. So when I'm reading, sometimes they'll go cross. It's a big turnoff. I used to pick up pretty decent looking girls, but now that my eyes go crooked, not so much. First hit at 20. That's powerful. Do you know yourself way better than you did at 25? Yeah, I knew, yeah. I had it figured out at 25. Absolutely. I I I was a stallion at 25. I was bench pressing dead weights. I was bench pressing 285 pounds, boxing. I was a stallion at 25, man. Eating right. All right, Kurt, I appreciate it, man. I really do appreciate it. What's up, Black Sheep? Is old girl really 29? She says she was born in 85. Jennings. Is Misty in here? What's up, Fuggin' Coyote? I don't know what time it is in England. But Miss Misty should be here. I'm not going to block nobody's comment, but Misty will block your comment. I won't, though. Too. I haven't slept all night, too. Is it for the same reason I didn't? What's up, Dagburn? It's damn snowing here. Well, you live in Kentucky, bro, of course. Keep your head up and go day by day. We all here for you to see the light at the end of the tunnel. And man, look, thank you, Shane. And listen, I was born in 1986, but look, I do not want to let y'all down, for real. So I really feel like Kratom helps, gabapentin helps, all this stuff helps, but eventually you're going to have to hit this thing head on, because you can't lay down one vice to pick up another one, you know? And so I'm not going to let y'all down. Nah, she's 39. Oh, she's 39, not 29. 85 would be 39, bud. Yeah. I was born in 86, so I'm 38, so I don't want to go to work. Tell me about it, Sarah. Curtis snowing here. Also, I work in a fab shop for the power company. Oh, okay, cool. It gets easier, bro. I hope so. How you doing, Pastor Huckleberry? I appreciate it, Dagburn. You can't let us down unless you give up on yourself. Well, I got my own. I don't want to get into that. You know, we can't even talk anymore without the ban and stuff. What helped me was tapering the Suboxone at the same time as I was taking the Kratom. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. And then once I was completely off the Suboxone, I tapered myself off the Kratom. Yeah, and that's what I have to do. But I wanted to get this done by the 28th when the album drops. The problem with subs, you have to either go all in or go all out. Just a corner keeps you down. I was off of them for almost 2 years and felt as bad as the last day as I did the first. What do you mean, True Rebel? I think I know what you mean, but what do you mean? It will allow you to change everything, but it won't be easy. It will be amazing over mine. And I've heard Kratom helps too. I know gabapentin does. I just took a gabapentin. Hard to get hands on. I've been on 10 years and I'm over it. Just can't work and function without them. Sarah. It's time to get off of them. I've been on them 15 years. You've been on them 10 years. It's time to get off of them. That's boxing grabs hold of you. I don't know if you've been following me for any length of time, but the reason I'm quitting Suboxone, whatever you want to call it, buprenorphine, is because it is replacing the bone density in my vertebrae, and it could possibly be too painful for me to walk. So how Suboxone film will, destroy your teeth, Subutex, the way that I used to do them, will attack my vertebrae. So, and your teeth and your bones are both made of calcium. And I'm just letting you know, the longer you take buprenorphine, the more chemicals your body will not reproduce because the medicine does it for them, if that makes sense. If you want me to connect, gotta continue working. I appreciate it, minimum effort. Be safe, man. God bless, brother. My doc wants me to wean myself down, but I've always heard it's hard to even get off the last little piece. Look, if you live in a state that offers, what's it called? I don't know. It's a shot that they give you, and you don't get no Suboxone. They just give you this shot, and it'll help you get off subs. They don't offer it in my state, though, or in Louisiana, the state over. So let me unblock this message. My doc wants me, yeah. Put your eyes upon Jesus. That's how I made it this far. Yeah, they fucking destroyed my teeth when I was on them. They will. I've lost so many teeth and hair, and I think it's due to sub. It is. Yeah, exactly. That's what it is. Buprenorphine is hard. A step down is basically impossible to just stop without at least a two of the symptoms. Yeah, and as you know, it's as much mental. Man, I know. Look, Sublocade, Sarah. That's what it's called, Sublocade. I don't know what state you live in, Sarah, but you need to talk to your doctor about Sublocade. And if you can do that, that's what you should do. It was created in England. There they have a medicine to take to come off of them. Okay, brother, I was industrial garbage can. Jesus is the only way. Oh, I was industrial garbage can. I see. You're right. I'm in West Virginia, but go to the doc in Pennsylvania. I don't know if they offer Sublocade. Yeah, they should offer Sublocade. If you have to drive to Philadelphia, it would be worth it. Yeah, one shot and you will not have one withdrawal. The first person to tell me about this was a guy at the plant last year, and he said that he went for 2 months. They gave him a shot the first month. He went back the second month, and then he was like, I'm done. And he was on them 14 years, so it worked for him. But he did not live down here at the time. He lived in Oklahoma? I don't remember. One shot and it will have you withdraw. I don't remember. But yeah, Sublocade is what true. I take Subutex. I started on strip, went back to for another 9, been on Subutex for 8 years now. I have a great life. Once a month, I get my med. No, and yes, absolutely, Subutex will give you your life back. Absolutely, it'll give you your life back. But if you take them longer than a decade, every day nonstop, they will begin to replace your bone density. Been on subs 12 years and I'm in Alabama. Thought about getting the shot. I would love to know if Alabama offers the shot. I would love to know if South Alabama offers the shot. They got some really good sub doctors there. My wife was going, we used to live in Alabama. But what's up, Maury Dubs? Yo. That would be the way to go. If I went and got on Sublocade, would that be like the coward way out? You know what I'm saying? Would that be like, you know what I'm trying to say? Yeah, Suboxone. Look, Suboxone is a godsend. It's a life. It gave me my life back. It really did. And I appreciate that. it was perfect for that season. But now I am in another season. And I really feel like we all are in another season, and it's time to get off these things. Or it'll be another way that Big Pharma makes money off of us. No, it's not the coward way out. That's what it's for. Yeah, or harder than any other drug I ever came off of. You know what? Subs is pretty rough to come off of, but heroin was rough. Heroin was rough. I don't know about y'all, but I don't get, the shits when I come off Suboxone. Heroin? That's pretty rough. And I don't know, look, I don't think that everybody in the country rap music industry can relate to us. And I don't even think everybody in the country rap music industry has done what they claim they have done, None of them, I just don't see the traits, So I believe in making music with a purpose. And it's like, I'm not hearing music with a purpose anymore, Welcome to My Addiction. That song has a purpose behind it. Well, Hell, that's just a good song to listen to. That doesn't have a purpose behind it. But Welcome to My Addiction, Talon song, I won't lie, I went without them for almost 2 years. I was as weak the day I broke out and took half, literally almost 2 years later. And took a half, literally 2 years later. Benzos almost killed me coming off them. Oh yeah, benzos will. One of my good friends had a seizure coming off benzos. Paying bills. Coming down off meth is more of a mental thing. It's like really depressing. Coming down off heroin is more of a physical thing. Stuck on this. I didn't think I would be still been stuck. Me neither, Antonio. Hold on. Nobody can shake their sugar addiction. Nobody can shake their sugar addiction. I need to get rid of that too. I really do. Yeah, cocaine and heroin. Those are pretty rough. I heard alcohol is the worst though. I've never had to detox off alcohol, but it can kill you, is it? Pretty everyone knows about addiction and stand and testify they're clean. Yeah, when somebody is on Suboxone and they talk about how they're clean and how many years they've been clean off opiates, but they're still on Suboxone, I kind of look at that as being clean because they're not running the street, spending their bill money, being a sorry parent or a sorry employee to their habits. Suboxone has them keeping jobs and being there for their kids and giving them their life back, And a true pill addict, a true opiate addicted person don't want Suboxone. They want an OC80. Now they want fentanyl. And so, when I started taking Suboxone a long time ago, I knew then because they didn't have Subutex. All they had was the film, so it had the blocker in it. So when I dedicated myself to taking Suboxone, I knew then that this is it, I'm getting clean. When I started my prison, the day I got sentenced and I went back to start my prison sentence, I was 24 years old and I weighed 130 pounds. I weighed 130 pounds in the 9th grade. When I started my prison sentence in 2011, I weighed 130 pounds. That's how much. I was doing 360 milligrams of oxycodone a day. So Suboxone was a lifesaver. jails used to give alcoholic shots in the jail because of the withdrawal. I believe it's some. Yes, I claim to be clean even though I'm on subs. Yeah, and that's fine, you know. I'm not doing 360 milligrams of oxycodone a day, you know, and if nobody relates to this and understands, that's fine. You know, that's cool. I just don't understand people like Justin Time and Larry Dale Reed, how hard they've partied. How come they ain't on Suboxone? I wouldn't be surprised if Justin Time's on. I know for a fact somebody in that close circle's on Suboxone. I won't say any names. I know they are. I wouldn't be surprised if he is. But I tell you one thing Justin Time is, whether he wants to admit it or not, he's an alcoholic. I ain't never in my life, even in high school growing up, and we used to throw wild parties, I ain't never in my life seen somebody take a fifth of Jack Daniels and turn it straight up and gulp it halfway gone. Like, that was a magic trick to me. That was crazy. They probably are, yeah. 40 tens a day for, yeah, but yeah, I hate this stigma around subs. Yeah, it's because people don't understand. Get off. I was 146 milligrams now. I'm on 60 milligrams, worked my way down, but now I'm going back up because it's so hard on my body. Antonio, something's got to give. Hang in there. Well, I know several of those people that shouldn't be saying anything about anyone's drug use. Yeah, 3 years ago, Jelly was on subs. Yeah, Justin drinks like a fish. Yeah, I love him. But yeah, he's wilding out on the alcohol. Yep, that's Justin. Well, keep going, Antonio. I hope, but just stay with me. Stay engaged. Look, yesterday was, and look, if this phone dies, I didn't hang up on y'all. Yesterday was a real shitty day on content. I had put together a real nice video reacting to Jelly Roll's song, and I guess you're not allowed to react to Jelly Roll's song. So YouTube banned the video a second after it was uploaded. I was able to upload it on Instagram, but Instagram said that it's demonetized. But if y'all want to see it, it's on Instagram. So anyway, I made another video and posted it on YouTube, and I made a short and posted it on YouTube. And they both flopped. 8 million or so a day, but usually take one. Yeah, look, there's really no reason to take 3 Suboxones a day, you know. Your body can only break down and consume only so much buprenorphine. After you reach a certain level, you're wasting it, really, to be honest with you, bro. To be honest, I drank Windex. I died for a week and never touched drugs again. Don't recommend it, though. Didn't mean to drink the Windex. Really? Where are you from, Pat? What state are you from, Pastor? Jimmy Jor on 2 million sub, but I know it's a crutch. Well, it is a crutch. When somebody sprains their ankle or breaks their leg, they need a crutch for a little while. After their leg heals, they no longer need the crutches. So for you with a healed leg to continue to be walking around on crutches doesn't make no sense. It's the same with Suboxone. Only difference is you can take those crutches and you can put them over in the corner till next time. Suboxone, easier said than done. I don't think my boss truly understands what I'm going through. To die to get off this shit. Is it a thing? You don't have to die. Monday or Wednesday. Monday or Wednesday, what? I always have to have something. Me too, Antonio. I feel like I really do. And you know what helps? You would be surprised at how much just going and making a cup of coffee would help. Like, it would trick your brain into thinking that you're giving it a supplement, which you are, caffeine, you know. And that would help out a lot. Do you think Upchurch Nate Kyle will ever squash the beef? I think that Ryan Upchurch is not interested in squashing the beef. And this blew my mind. Upchurch said that him and Adam Calhoun were never really that close a friend, never really that good of friends? Well, damn. No, y'all didn't grow up together, but y'all ruled over a pretty big genre together. You know, that should have been, there's a man code, you know what I'm saying? But on Adam's side, do I think he'll ever be friends with Upchurch? No. After what Upchurch said about Taman, look, I hope Upchurch can fight like he says he can, because when he runs into Adam, he's going to have to. And you can't blame him, Creekers. He talked about the man's son. Just like I say fuck Adam for him saying fuck Creek Squad. He lost all my respect, what little bit I had left. But then you can't turn around and bring our children into our drama. Taman, even though he's 22, I met Taman in Waukesha, Indiana, and he was a good young man. And so there was just absolutely no reason to bring him involved in that. I have my own thing with Adam Calhoun. You know, y'all know how close I am with Haystack, and y'all know how Adam feels about Haystack. Even though I know for a fact Haystack did not set him up, but you can't tell Adam that. Taking subs, that's right. I look at it like this. When people say drug addiction is not a disease, we say, well, what's wrong with him? Well, he's got a disease. What's the disease? He's a drug addict. Oh, that's not a disease. Why is that not a disease? Because he chose to take those drugs. He chose to put those drugs in his body. And so therefore, since it's a choice, then it's not a disease. Well, here's what I got to say to that, okay? Because my grandmother in there chose to put food in her mouth the 83 years she's been living. Now she's got diabetes. So because she chose to put food in her mouth, is diabetes not a disease now? Is diabetes not a disease? You can tell somebody is an addict, and they don't even got to be on drugs. I used to watch my wife. She would buy 5 cans of everything, Windex, Pine Sol, Febreze, Campbell's soup, everything. And then when she would go to the casino, has nothing to do with drugs, but when she was at the casino, she would lose every penny she had. She would be winning, and all she has to do is get up and walk away, and she won. Nope, had to give every dime of it back. That's the addict. That's the disease. That's the disease. I have it. You know, I'm sure the pastor in here will tell you that anybody who gives their life to God or whatever, they are a new creature in Christ. Yeah, you're a new creature, but you still are a recovering addict, because the Bible also says we have to die daily. So, yes, you are a new creature because it gives you a new desire to not do those things no more. You want your seat?
I'm just gonna smoke a cigarette.
You don't want your seat?
I mean, I can sit over there.
All right, I'm going to get some coffee. I'll be right back. I need some coffee. I'll be right back. That's my mama.
Who's that?
That is BloodHound Nation. put this charger on it. Well, does this work? No, they don't work. I'm trying to. I hope it don't fall. Phone, please don't fall. Oh, here we go. Or maybe not. I'm behind on the comments. Subs rips your brain apart coming off. Yes, it does. Someone kept saying like that shit is the same thing. Something else I'm gonna be stuck on. Yeah, it is, but I'm being told that it's a lot easier to come off Kratom than it is Subutex. Yeah, but Adam ain't that guy, man. I know 10 dudes just like Adam. I heard, well, I don't want to say nothing. You might be right, Coyote. Mud Daddy 420. I used Suboxone to get off Vicodin. I took Sub for a week and stopped altogether. It was a week. Never touched me. And that's the way to do it, Mud Daddy. But the doctors want to keep you on it and keep you on it and keep you on it. But that's the way to do it, man. That's what it's really meant to do. Be on them for, a little while, get clean, and get off of them. I'm not even a huge Upchurch fan or Adam, but at the same time, I've been forced to see the interactions. There will be a day. There might be a day. There needs to be a day. And I'll explain that here in a minute, and I'll make it make sense. One day I will beat this shit. Pray for me. I have a daughter now, 2 months old. Antonio, if Pastor is still in the chat, have him pray for Antonio Oates. We're all going, man. We're all going through the same thing, man. This is what's up? Chopper's in the chat, y'all. Chopper's walking the walk right there with us, y'all. I mean, you would not be surprised. I don't want to tell people's personal business, but you would not be surprised at how many people in this chat are going through the same thing. But there will be a day. Okay, so let me say something real quick. True Rebel said, I'm not a huge Upchurch fan or Adam fan, but at the same time, I've been forced to see the interactions. There will be a day. Let me say this. There needs to be a day. This has to happen. Somebody needs to get their ass whipped. Because if we continue to go around willy-nilly talking out the side of our necks, nobody outside of the genre, in the genre, will respect country rappers. If I will come to a point to where I don't even want to make any more diss songs. I don't even want to talk to you. I can't do this over the phone. Like, if you're not in my arm's distance, then I'm not going to waste my energy getting mad at somebody. You know what I'm saying? But for the genre to be respected, to make artists understand that they just can't go about willy-nilly saying whatever they want to say about other artists, I believe Upchurch will hold up. I believe Adam Calhoun will hold up. I believe people like Demon Jones, Broadnax, Dusty Lee, who else? I even believe Justin Time will hold up. But you do have rappers in this genre. Some of them has made diss tracks. There's an artist that made a diss track last night. They posted the song on Facebook last night, and they tagged me, BloodHound. They didn't tag me. They made it look like I was in the song with them. So you have to listen to the song to know that I ain't in the song. And I'm like thinking to myself, I didn't say nothing, but it's like, man, dude, you used my name just then to get views, to make people think I'm in the song with you. And I'm not going to make a diss track. If I diss somebody, it's going to be like a big person, somebody that if they respond, it will help me. But we cannot continue to have artists going around talking crazy out the side of their neck. That has to stop, you know what I'm saying? So in these mud park events or whatever, some artists run into each other or whatever, sometimes the right thing to do is to let them fight. you know, because it's time that somebody learns a lesson. Because I don't think anybody is feeling any type of fear from dissing other artists, and that's not healthy. That's not healthy. That's my personal. Uh, oh wow, kratom's illegal. Really, chop? Message redacted. Hold on, y'all. Oh man. Sometimes they let me unblock them. Let's see. Uh, uh, this is the first time I've seen this. You must have done that. Kyle Krustaki. What a name. Has any other comments I need to uncensor? I totally agree with freedom of speech. Yes, Ryan Upchurch was talking about me when he was saying, dude, you're supposed to be for freedom of speech. I do like the part when he was like, dude, I care about you and all. And I'm like, damn, I didn't know Upchurch cared about me. You know why Upchurch cares or even knows who I am? I don't know if Captain Kurt's still in the chat, but part of the reason why Ryan Upchurch even knows the name BloodHound is partly because of Captain Kurt. But the main reason why Upchurch even knows who I am is because of Haystack. And I was fixing to go somewhere with that, say something, but somebody's comment just got censored. Here we go. It's the same person. Jesus touched squirrels inappropriately. Oh, making fun of Kawasaki. Okay, that's your name. That's why your name's like that. Yeah, I believe in freedom of speech. I don't believe in censored comments, okay? It really does not bother. Haystack called me night before last, and he was like, hey, bro, you might want to stop documenting this on the internet. And I was like, why? He was like, because this ain't something you share with the world. Of course, I disagree. I think it might encourage someone else, and plus it happens to be a great marketing idea. I can't take all the credit for it. Hell, the song was Chopper's idea. So Welcome to My Addiction was actually Chopper's idea. Chopper actually named the song Welcome to My Addiction. So Chopper's in the chat. Y'all want to thank Chopper. But Stack was like, you know, some stuff is private, man, you know. But he also said that I'm fixing to get a lot of hate come my way. I think he meant from the Creek Squad crowd. He said, because you chose to go online and attack one of the biggest names in country rap, which I'm not attacking Upchurch. But anyway, with that being said, I understand Haystack's just looking out on me, but I can handle the hate. I can. I've had them show up to the four-way down the road here. I've had them call CPS on my kids. I can handle the hate. As if I can encourage somebody, here we go. This message has been held for review message. Show. If I can help somebody with my story and that song encourage somebody, you know, then let's get it. Yep. Pastor Huckleberry, I can only speak for me, but I think you're right. I think you're right. You're right, Heath. You can't blame Creek Squad for all internet trolls, but we were specifically talking about the trolls coming after me. And, you know, he was just looking out for me, more or less. Just, you know, trying to prepare me. But he was like, he had 2 people call him. I hope he's not in here. There's 5. He ain't up. He like, y'all got me worried now. I don't want to say too much. Because they do. They call Stack a lot. They do. Matter of fact, that's what I was fixing to tell y'all. Stack said 2 people called him and asked him who I was. Has he ever heard of me? And he was telling me, just be careful, little bro. You got a lot of eyes on you. And I didn't bother to ask him, yeah, Jimmy, that CPS, they suspended my license behind that. I had to pay to get him back. I had to take a drug test, which I passed because I've been on clean on Suboxone, and had to go to court. They had to come do a walkthrough of our home. So, yeah, true. Sure enough, true. Yep, we are, Chopper. Thank you, Sarah. What's up, Rebecca Martinez? Hola, buenos dias. ¿Dónde eres? I just seen another block comment. Hold on. Where's it at? Well, I don't see it. What's up, brother? What's up, Joe Craig? Thank you, Joe. I appreciate that. Yeah, you're right, Jimmy. Good morning, I know it for a fact. Thank you, Pastor Huckleberry. I need it, man. Okay, Chopper. Hold on. Let's do this. Now that I know how to do this. Oh, wait. Chopper's already a moderator. I didn't know that. Yeah, Sarah. Welcome to my addiction. It drops February 28th. And that's about it. I'm working on a remix, a Yellow Wolf remix. I'm going to remix Bloody Sunday. And I'm going to remix Big Gangster by Kevin Gates, but mine's not going to say Big Gangster. Y'all have to wait and hear when I drop it. So these are songs that I can't make any money off of. So they'll probably still get copyrighted, which doesn't make any sense, but I really appreciate y'all's support. What up, T-Car? What's the feeling between Stack and Jelly? What's the feelings between Stack and Jelly? Nothing. Nothing. It's all good. Y'all would be surprised at who Stack still talks to. What's up, Timothy? Chapel Hill, but live in Nebraska. All right, Joe Craig. Do you have some alcohol? Like beverages? Okay, fam, 704. What's up, Timothy? Hey, keep up the great content. I'm following your steps. Oh, I started the taper, and then you announced you were doing the same. Well, awesome. Yes, please stick around. Everybody read Info Warrior's comment. We have us another one. That's tapering. We do recover. What's up, Gotcha? Oh, the Gotcha Man's in the chat. If y'all ain't following Gotcha Man, he's got some really good content. Go check him out. When am I coming to Florida? That's funny because my ex-manager now lives in Florida. By where does Harvey live? By Sarasota? No. Yeah. If you get in touch with the venue, Polaroid, let me know and I'll let him know. Last time I was in Florida to do a show was with Marcotic. Mobile Home Bash, much love for Gotcha Man. Yeah. Do what you love, Bloodhound. I'll buy your music to show support. Thank you, Joe Craig. I appreciate it. I feel like because the internet has tried so hard to shadow ban me and shut me up, I feel like I've already wrote some great music that'll never get heard. Like if y'all haven't heard the song "Welcome to the," I'm sorry, if y'all haven't heard the song "The Year of the Hound," that's a pretty good one. And the song "Welcome to the Dog Pound." What's crazy about that is when they made the beat for that song, they wanted to know if I wanted the exclusive rights on it. It was $2,100. I couldn't do it. So they gave it to me non exclusive. We released the song. 3 months later, some dude in Europe bought the beat exclusively and blew up and became a multimillionaire. And it was a hit song over in Europe on my beat. If you go listen to the song "Welcome to the Dog Pound" by Ryan Woodcock, you can't search Bloodhound. You gotta search Ryan Woodcock. That's another thing that they use against me. Um, you'll hear the beat and you'll be like, "Oh yeah, this song was popular in Europe." Can you slam 3 beers on cam, please? If I was 17 still, I probably would. What's up, chat? Hey, Bloodhound gang. It's Bloodhound Nation. Got you, man. I got in trouble for that story. So I put a video of me and Adam Calhoun on Instagram. I think I've told y'all about this. And I put hashtag Bloodhound Gang, hashtag ACAL, hashtag Country Rap. And so all these people showed up. It got like 50,000 views in no time, but they were all like being mean as hell to me or whatever. So Rich Regal sees it, and I get to talking to him, and he was like, "You know what it is, right?" And I'm like, "No, I have no idea what it is." And I want y'all to know, Creek Squad come in there and took up for me. I think they were more or less taking up for Adam, but they also took up for me too, and I'll never will forget that. But anyway, Rich Regal said because you have hashtag Bloodhound Gang in the video description, and there's already a Bloodhound Gang, so you got all the Bloodhound Gang fans hating on you, saying that you stole it from them. They're a pretty big band. And I was like, they're a big band. What does the Bloodhound Gang do? And then he was like, have you ever heard the song, "You and me, baby, we ain't nothing but mammals, so let's do it like they do it on..." Okay, that's Bloodhound Gang. So I had to drop that, go back in the video, redo it, and thus that's how Bloodhound Nation was born, and it's been Bloodhound Nation ever since. What I did before Bloodhound Nation, I tried something else. I ran it by Rich Regal, and he laughed his ass off. I think it was hashtag Blood Mutts or something like that. And so I get in trouble with the Bloodhound Gang. If you need half-ass security, I'm your man. What state, Joe Craig? Sam's Creek Willie. Upchurch would whoop you in a fair fight. Sam's Creek, either you follow me a lot or somebody else has the same profile picture as you. Listen, right now, what I'm going through right now, a lot of people could whoop me. A lot of people could. But I'm gonna jump back. Hey, is this OnlyFans? No, you're welcome. You're not a fan, and you're here. Upchurch can't fight. I never think that about people. I never think that about people. We used to pick on. I have a buddy of mine who actually showed me what opiates was last week, and so that's kind of helping me now. His name was Jeremy Allen. He came to my first Haystack show. We grew up together. And I used to beat him up when we were growing up. He was like the backwoods, preppy, pretty boy or whatever. But we used to beat the shit out of him. And then one day, we all grew up. And we got into it. I won't go into details. And we got in a fight one time as young adults. And I was getting the better of him. So I stopped because it was Jeremy. But something had happened to Jeremy, like a power band kicked in. He got another level of testosterone in him, because not only did he come back and whip my ass that time, but I was so shocked and blown away by this, I drove all the way back to the country again a couple hours later and fought him again. We fought twice. And even though his old lady hit me in the head with a piece of firewood, I kind of did lose that one. Not only did he whip my ass twice in one day, but then he went, because he beat me, that gave him so much confidence. Then he went on a fighting spree all over Mississippi for the next 4 years. And it puffed his head up so big that you couldn't even talk to him. It eventually cost him a divorce. This dude was the neighborhood sissy. And now he's somebody you don't want to mess with. It's just crazy. It's crazy how the human body works or whatever. BloodHound Gang is from Chicago, Lil Jeff, etc. Oh, okay. Is any of your music on Tyndall Music? I think so, but none of my good stuff, none of my new stuff is on Tyndall. I got to deal with that. So they took away my official artist page. If you notice on my YouTube page, I don't have a music note next to my name. I shared a Trump video when he got shot, and YouTube said that was promoting gang organizations and criminal activity, so they demonetized me. So, and they took away the link from my YouTube to my Rumble, and so I don't know why I just said that. Yeah, my fault. I forgot about that. For real, they got you, man. Oh no, you're cool, man. I forget about it sometimes myself. I forget about it myself. Sometimes I call myself BloodHound Junkie. What? I'm giving y'all ammunition, haters. Call BloodHound a junkie. Dagburn God chip, man, that's slightly more intelligent. They not country though, so they suck. You know, I have a question for y'all, and I want to talk to y'all about this for a minute, okay? This whole thing of so and so not being country or whatever. So, like, I'm in a unique position, okay? I'm being told that I'm not country enough to do country rap. But I'm also being told that I'm not hood enough to do hip hop. And it's like, who makes that decision, you know? I don't know. I just make music, you know? I would be kind of curious to see if Upchurch has even killed as many deer as me. When I was growing up, for the better part of my life at this house right here, this was all woods. Everything was woods. And now when I make videos, y'all can hear the sirens in the background, because as the time period of my life growing up, this has completely changed to the city. And so I'm probably one of the very rare people that is 50% woods and 50% hoods. Now, this ain't the hood, but my mama used to. If y'all go watch my music video, 97 Bar Rant, you will see the apartment complex that I grew up in. They're set on fire. They set them all on fire, though. Them little hood rats set them on fire. And you will see all the residents of the projects in my music video, because they just had to be in the music video. But what I mean, what do I say for that? Because Upchurch acts like people like me don't exist. You know, like, I really don't want to go too deep into it, but it's like you're either this or that. You're either that or this. It's like, I don't know. Well, this is America. Do what your heart feels. That's right. Got to get to work. Talk to you. All right, Chopper. Have a good day, brother. Reach out if you get bored. Did you remember to dump a thump this time? Is that a typo? I wish they would have made some good diss tracks and moved on, but this whole beef thing has divided the whole genre. It is. Well, and then some more stuff divided it too. The whole I'm more country than you is crazy. Yeah, that's high school shit. Who collects Pokemon? $3 years. Oh, this ain't like. Yeah, and from what I hear, Upchurch doesn't particularly care for people who has went to prison and made a mistake in their life. You know, why not going to prison? So this means he wouldn't like Johnny Cash. I think Waylon Jennings went to prison. That explains why he don't like Struggle Jennings. Shit, Willie Nelson almost did Fed time. All those back taxes he owed. Here's where I'm at. I don't care if you're city. I don't care if you're country. I just can't stand a woke ass liberal. And now, you know, I'm sorry. I ain't got no patience. I won't tolerate them. I've been to jail 32 times. Well, you got me beat. You got me beat. I don't care to count how many times. Let's see, a couple more comments. I'm tired of holding the phone. Let's go get some coffee. 9 states. Oh wow. Oh, there's Kurt. Been locked up. Something been locked up, and Ryan is my homie. He don't care about that. Okay. I was just listening one day. What? Yeah. Why?
Just hit me.
I'll bring it out there. Yeah. 6 times 2012. That was last though. Dang. How do you go to jail 32 times and don't wind up doing like serious time? Of course, it's different for girls. I'm telling you, man. They gave my wife so many chances. Huh. It ain't even funny. Chance after chance after chance after chance. But it's real now. She's fixing to know what it feels like to be thrown away. That's empty. Oh, there's no creamer. Perfect. Oh, here's some. I found some. Hey, I drank my coffee black for a long time, so I don't even want to hear it. But this creamer right here, this is the creamer. Y'all gotta try this creamer. We got bunches of it. You balanced it out though, Kurt, with all that love. Yeah. Oh, hold on, I gotta open it. It's brand new creamer. We gotta get the boys up here in a minute for school.
You take this.
Okay. Don't drink that. It's full of vegetable oil and not creamer.
Look. There it goes.
Pastor Huckleberry said, "Do not drink this. It's full of vegetable oil and not creamer."
But it's so good.
I heard there's something wrong with vegetable oil. Like it's like oil. It causes clots. Speaking of black coffee and pastors, y'all do know that Phil Robertson on Duck Dynasty was diagnosed with Alzheimer's. That's going to be so sad. It's going to be so sad to watch that man go downhill. Oh, man. Terrible coffee. What's up, Merca? Whoa, black people allowed in here, I hope. See, that's the thing about me. I grew up around nothing but a bunch of black folk. It was a black man that taught me how to skin a raccoon. It was a black man that taught me how to play basketball in the 8th grade. So I have one life experience where I'm skinning a coon, another life experience of playing basketball. So am I not country enough anymore? You know? But in Mississippi, you have black folk that are country as turnip greens. You would never dream in 1,000 years that because of mainstream media and our culture and what it feeds us on the television, you would think that black people are not country, but they are. I had a black man come up to me on stage in Arkansas at Hilla Rosa. All black audience. Loved me. This black man come up to me and he said, "Hey, young fella, when y'all gonna quit singing the or shit and start singing some country music? You laying down when you picking up what I'm laying down." And I was like, "Well, what do you want to hear?" And he named Hank Williams Jr., Conway Twitty, Hank Williams Jr., Conway Twitty. He owned his own venue down the road in Arkansas. He was supposed to book me there, but just country people. And there's another stereotype. It's like that doesn't fit what we're told to believe or whatever, you know? It's crazy to me. Bloodhound Nation does not see color. And I have no animosity towards anybody on Creek Squad. Creek Squad has half-assed put me where I'm at right now. If I'm anywhere, I'm a nobody. But they've taken up for me. And so it's not them. And that's why Ryan Upchurch didn't understand when I said I'm not part of Creek. I don't claim Creek Squad because of Upchurch. I claim it for the people. And that's fine. That's fine. But Bloodhound Nation don't see color. Creek Squad don't see color. Rebel the Man, I think that's the guy's name. Rebel Man on IG, he's black. I just can't agree right now with the certain things that Upchurch is doing, and we don't need to get into it. And I've moved on. And if it costs me views, so be it. I just have my own beliefs with that. With that, and this is America. You can believe however you want to believe. That's fine. So I used to work with a black man. He was over 6 feet, over 200 pounds. We used to barbecue together. First day we barbecued, made over $1,000. In all the grocery stores barbecue. After that, they copy us. Black folk can barbecue. They know how to cook barbecue. They know how to cook some barbecue. What's that one song? What's that? Oh, children, go away, go away. Mama prayed for the children every night and day. She told me when I was young The Christian walk is gonna be hard to run, hard to run, hard to run. There was an old black man I served time with called Mr. Claiborne. The man named Mr. Claiborne. He's from Greenwood, Mississippi. He was 70 something years old when I ran into him on his own. I spent almost a year with him. He did not know how to read or write when he came into the prison system. When I met him, he had been in prison for 10 years, and literally reading the Bible, he began to learn how to read and write. Nobody taught him. He didn't go to tutoring classes. From reading scripture, he was able to learn how to read and write. And he would sing some of the best songs, and I would give anything to remember some of those songs right now. But man, it would like touch you in such a way. I've got a wonder in my soul. I've got a wonder in my soul. You know Jesus died for me upon a tree, Lord, set me free. I've got a wonder in my soul. When he sang that, man, that would put chill bumps up and down your spine. In the cafeteria, on the zone, in the hallway, in the yard, people would stop walking to listen to it. I can't stay here, I gotta go. It was like, wow, just that true, genuine, like, you can't mimic that. You know what I'm saying? That true Mississippi, deep South, you know, it's just, you don't hear it no more. It's the last of a dying breed. He's saying, man, he used to sing all these songs. I wish I could. People are starting to honk already. People ride by and honk all the time. I wish I could remember some of the stuff that he would sing, man. Oh, it was so good. I can't remember. But he had the voice. Went down to the river Jordan, where Johnny baptized 3. Well, he woke the devil in hell and said, Johnny, baptize me. I said, roll, Jordan, roll, roll, Jordan, roll. You know the year's gonna rise in heaven, Lord, on the year when Jordan rolled. He says, some say Johnny was a Baptist, some say Johnny was a Jew. I say Johnny was a preacher man, and my Bible says so too. I let her roll, Jordan, roll, roll, Jordan, roll. You know my soul gonna rise in heaven, Lord, on the year when Jordan rolls. He would sing stuff like that. Man, I'll give anything to hear him, Mr. Claiborne. Man, if I could hear Mr. Claiborne sing right. He would sing. Man, I wish I could hear him sing. I'm waking everybody up. See, I don't live in the country no more. See the light? Now, if that man comes out there and says something, the way don't get. What's they know better. Lord, do it. I'd give old Kurt my money. Oh, yeah. Leonard Skinner. Down to the corner store. Especially Bojangles. You know what? I tried. I don't want to be conceited. Okay, all glory to God. But the very second that my church allows me to sit behind the piano and play what God wants me to play, the song that God laid on my heart, it would probably change people's life. When I play music in church, I don't play, well, anywhere. I don't play for hand claps. I play for chill bumps. I haven't succeeded until I got chill bumps. And if I can do that, you know, there's a song. There's a song right now I can play on the piano. All night long, all day. Yeah, I know angels watching over me. They won't let me sing it though. They won't let me do it because I'm a rapper, you know, whatever. But I feel like if I'm out here doing music videos, doing shows, and doing rap music, I can at least dedicate 10% of my talent to God, but they won't let me do it. They even had people in the church come and ask the song leaders, multiple people, please let Ryan do a special. Please, please, please let him do a special. So the song director had no choice but to come to me and talk to me about it. And you know what he did? He stuck me in the choir. I don't want to be in the choir, but I feel like if I step down from the choir, then that would give him the ability to go back to the church and say, see, I gave him a chance, but he rejected it. When really, they didn't want me to be in the choir, you know. Every now and then, when the service is over, I'll go sneak and get on the piano, and when I begin to draw a crowd, I'll stop. And I shouldn't have done that. I'm sorry. I woke everybody up. Thank you, Joe. You should go live at church. They won't let me. Info Warrior, that sounds like a real church. You know that? I would never stand in the way of somebody trying to... I don't care if you're a full-blown alcoholic. I don't care if you just came out of the bar rooms Saturday night. If you want to come play a special in church, I'm not going to stop you from doing that. But that's not how they see it. That's not how they see it. It's so crazy. When I started to do hip-hop, and I started to get on stage and started to get a little name, I got shunned by other artists. And when I asked why, people on the outside looking in, including podcasters and DJs and their family, told me it's because they don't want you to outshine them, BloodHound. So now I go to church and I'm trying to play a special. You know why they won't let me play a special? Because the song leader plays the guitar too, he sings too, and he don't want nobody to outshine him. You know why? Because it's only one out of four people that sings a special ever. It's only one out of four people ever that sings a special at our church. That's crazy. Oh, I gotta Now it's just saying message redacted. I gotta go, y'all. Okay, Joe Craig, thank you for stopping by. Oh, I thought you were subscribed, Joe. Thank you. Yeah, maybe you ain't at the right church. Brother, just know you got an open invitation to come sing in my... Thank you, Pastor. Gaston, I would love to leave that church, but number one, my children have a really good Sunday school program. Number two, it's literally right down the road, and I'm sorry, to be honest, if it literally wasn't right down the road, I probably wouldn't even go to church, and I'm very ashamed to say that. Number three, the pastor just did the funeral for my grandfather who passed in December. That meant a lot. And number four, for some reason, God won't let me leave. He said, stay here, stay right there, you know. So when this new rap video, Welcome to My Addiction, when it goes super viral, when y'all make it explode, when we all make it go super viral, they might kick me out the choir because I had some explaining to do when Pink Flamingo started to go viral. I used to walk through the door Sunday morning and people in the church, at the church, some of the deacons were like dancing there's Pink Flamingo, there's Pink Flamingo, you know. And the word got back to the pastor. And I wasn't involved in anything then, but if I was involved in something, they would have kicked me out of it. I think that was the reason when it got back, Pink Flamingo got back to the pastor, they checked to make sure I wasn't involved in anything, because they said if I'm making rap videos and rapping, even though hip hop is a true art form to express yourself, it would ruin my testimony, they said, you know. So, I don't know. I'm not trying to get too religious here. I try to live my life for Jesus Christ every day, but churches like that is the reason I don't go to church. I get it. I really do. Like about welcome to my addiction. Oh, thank you, Gotcha Man. See, look, I didn't even know Gotcha Man even knew I existed, y'all. And now he's happy for the new single, February 28th, man. I think this is going to be the biggest grassroots song that I ever released. We got to get the trash by the road, y'all. There's the garbage truck. Understandable. I'm hyped about welcome to my addiction. Let's see. Lots of love from Australia. Oh wow, we have people in Australia watching. That's cool. I don't know what time it is in Australia. Wouldn't that be cool if we went viral in Australia? I made top 20. I made a top 20 song chart in Britain, in the UK. I was number 20 out of the top 20. I was number 20. I don't know what song it was. I don't know what, it wasn't their Billboard or nothing like that, so that's why I really didn't care. But you know, it's kind of cool or whatever. I want to see Welcome to My Addiction chart. I want to see it hit the Billboard charts and the iTunes chart. I never got on here and been like, hey guys, I need y'all to do me a favor, man. Swing on over to iTunes and need you to download my song. We're trying to get it to chart. We need it on the billboards and blah, blah, blah. That would be cool and all. I want Welcome to My Addiction to chart, but I don't want it to chart for the sake of charting. I want Welcome to My Addiction to help people and encourage people to try to attempt to get off of whatever vice that they're on. And from that message being spread, the byproduct of that, I would like for it to chart. If Welcome to My Addiction charts, I don't care if it's #1 Billboard, and nobody says, hey, your song helped me with addiction, or your message or your movement right now helped me, then I have failed. I failed. Because Chopper's no longer in here, so I'll say this. Chopper called me one night, and we were talking, and he was like, you know, hang in there, blah, blah, blah. Because I was like, man, I don't know how much longer I can do this. And he was like, well, just hang in there, blah, 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 blah. But before you go or whatever, can you do me a favor? And I was like, what? And he was like, can you please write a song about addiction? If it's the last song you do, can you please write a song about addiction? And I was like, yeah, I'll do that, you know. So I picked my guitar up. It wasn't going to be a rap song. It's going to be a normal song. I picked my guitar up, wrote a killer little riff, and put it down and told him I'm working on it. Well, I was in the process of recording a country rap song called Setting the Woods on Fire. Burning the Woods Down, I think. Burning the Woods Down. And I got to looking at it and I was like, man, this song sucks. It's like a commercialized country rap song. I can't stand them country rap songs by those country rap artists that they always talk about bonfire and mud and trucks and beer. That's no different than hip hop talking about clubs and rims and dope and rolling on your ops. It's it's starting to become too mainstream. I like music with a purpose. So I crumpled up the song, Cutting the Woods Down, because it was turning into a commercialized country rap song, and I threw it away. And so I started to go through some more of my beats from one of my fans who makes beats. And I found one that was really good. And I was like, I like this one. I wonder what it will be about. And then I was like, boom, I'm going to make it this addiction song. And when I began to write this song, Welcome to My Addiction, I maybe wrote one or two verses. And then after that, the song wrote itself. The pen didn't leave the paper unless it was pausing to catch up. That's it. Songs that write themselves are always hits if you get a good enough momentum behind them, you know. And I'm glad that I waited because I did not think about getting clean. I didn't want to quit Suboxone. That's not why I wrote Welcome to My Addiction. The doctor told me that Suboxone is eating up my vertebrae and replacing my bone density, and it got so bad around New Year's I couldn't walk and I had to go to the emergency room. Just so happened I was mastering the song Welcome to My Addiction. So all this come together, you know, it's God. It's God. That's what it is. God is saying, if they won't let me use you in the church, then I will use you in country rap. I think that's why some country rap artists don't like me. Whatever. But that's how I like to think about it. If Welcome to My Addiction doesn't encourage people to at least try, then I failed. You know? Yeah. I agree. Got you, man. I've been following him closely since I saw him promoting it a couple weeks ago. Oh, Chopper? Millions are stuck on them things and have been for yeah, right. And you look how much money they're making. You see your perseverance, how you keep pushing on, working towards your dreams. Yeah, man, it's really hard sometimes though, guys. Can you imagine you spend $5,000 on a single with a big name artist just to have it shadow banned? Do you know Meta still has not to this day uploaded Well Hell? Well Hell is not on Facebook or Instagram. They still are yet to upload it. And when I asked for a reason why, TuneCore said they will let me know something in 3 weeks. I want to know why they haven't uploaded Well Hell. I want to know why they demonetized me on YouTube. I want to know why they took my official artist channel. You know why they kicked me off TikTok? Because I shot a video about the Amish people and how they helped Trump get elected, and it went super stupid viral on TikTok and X. So much so that Alex Jones picked it up and put it on InfoWars. When he played my video on InfoWars, TikTok kicked me off. I appealed it and got my account back, but 2 weeks later, they permanently deleted it again. All because I think the video made InfoWars. It's like, if that's not communism, God has a plan for us all. We just have to learn how to listen and follow. That's right. Yeah, I'm telling y'all that's what's going on. God said they won't use you in that church, then I'm going to use you out here. But he can't use a dirty vessel. I got, to take care of what I got to take care of. And in the meantime, I want it to inspire y'all, this morning as y'all get ready to go to work or come in from work or whatever. If I can get y'all, and look, I hate doing this. I don't like to ask anybody to do this. If y'all think about it, could you go to my profile on YouTube and hit notify me on the music video, Welcome to My Addiction? So when it does go live, you'll get notified. In case 5 minutes after it goes live, YouTube takes it down for somebody wore a pink shirt in the background. I don't know why. I got kicked out of Kid Rock's bar last year, and that video went super stupid viral on Facebook on BloodHound's account. And the reason I didn't get paid for that is because they said the house band was playing a cover song, so it was not original content. It's me getting kicked out of Kid Rock's bar. I'm the one that took the footage, but Meta says it's not original content because the house band was playing a cover song. They just don't want to pay. Like YouTube, they just don't want to pay me. So it's like, you know, I don't make any money at music. I don't. I started to see a little bit at first, but all that's gone. They made sure that I didn't make money at music. Right now, I don't have any merch to sell. I don't have any real big paying gigs lined up, nothing serious. I don't make money on YouTube. Don't make a whole lot of money off Facebook. So literally this is just a passion, you know, that's it. It's just a passion. And it wouldn't be possible without y'all, man. I really do. I hope so. I really hope so. I know when Haystack dropped his song, My First Day, that really inspired a lot of people too. When that song dropped, I really wasn't hip to the opiate game, so I didn't understand some of the stuff he was saying, like, you know, laying in the bathtub, shaking like a newborn, searching for the courage it would take for me to move on. Why was you in the bathtub shaking like a newborn? Now I know, because I was laying in the bed the other night shaking like a newborn. I get it. And so it inspired people, and so now I want this to inspire people. You know, forget the money, you know. That's not what it's about right now. Maybe if we get the ball rolling and I can start booking some shows, y'all can come to the shows and we'll sell some t-shirts. I used to have some pretty cool t-shirts, but what do y'all want to see on a t-shirt? On a BloodHound t-shirt. I used to have t-shirts that said, "What, bring around the Ferris wheel," but a lot of fans don't know what that means when I say that. I used to have "Welcome to the Dog Pound." I used to have really nice shirts with just dog claws on them. But I want to put stuff on there the fans want, you know what I'm saying? And so I'm surprised none that caused you to get discouraged and quit. I did quit. Got you, man. I did quit. I did quit, but it seems like there's always something. There's that one song that I got to finish, or there's that one video that's got to be edited, or there's that one show I still have to do, and it's always something, you know, there, you know. And it's like, I've kind of given up. I'll never be as big as Upchurch. I've kind of given up on, like, being, you know, famous or whatever. But I've replaced that with the capability of this movement, helping people in recovery. You know what I'm saying? Not trying to take Jelly Roll's spot or anything, but a lot of people right now are upset at a certain artist. I get messages every day from people, and they're leaving that movement and coming over to this movement, BloodHound Nation. And as that begins to happen, y'all watch social media, watch YouTube, watch what they do. Watch what they do. If they completely stay out of the way, we might have an impact on the genre. And for once, I tell y'all this. Let's do this, okay? If Welcome to My Addiction goes viral and helps a bunch of people, if it helps a bunch of people, that's what it needs to do. But if it truly helps a bunch of people, it will go viral, and I believe we'll get charted. If that happens, I will throw a show and bring on all these country artists that don't have the $2,000 to pay a redneck rave, or the $1,000 to travel to Kentucky. You know, People don't understand. I paid just in time $2,500 to perform at the rave, but it really cost me $5,000 because you got to go to Kentucky. You're there all weekend. And when you want to go to the store, it's like a 45-minute trip. So it's a lot of money. And if I get big enough to where I can throw events, I'm going to put on something, and I'm not going to charge these country rap artists. I'm not saying I'm against it, and I'm not saying that what Justin is doing is wrong. Just me, for this 2, 3, 4, 5, maybe a couple shows, I will not charge the country rap artist. The only way that you can get on the show is if the fans call out your name. It can only be one time. It could be somebody nobody ever heard of. Your mama could come on here and say, I want to see him. I want to be put in a position in this country rap genre to where I can throw events and give country rap artists a chance on stage without having to do a pay for play. And I know Justin's doing that with the little side stage at the Redneck Rave. I get all that, but listen, if I could give any new artist some advice, don't go do that sideshow. Don't do that. Unless you just want practice, because you would be better off saving your money and actually doing a Redneck Rave bar takeover or the actual Redneck Rave than going to a stage where nobody's going to be paying attention to you. You're just a side act, and that's how you will be viewed. Millions are stuck on the thing. God has a plan. You have already inspired me. I'm so surprised none of God. Good morning, Krupp. I don't speak that language. I feel like there's comments being blocked. Did I miss anybody? In 42 minutes, I'm shutting the live down. I got kids to take to school. You know, this is not going to help me at all. I can't help but be truthful. I don't jive with a lot of country rap because if it's done wrong, it sounds like crap. But if it's done right, it's good. So when you have artists that get up there and sing mud tires, beer, drinking beer, bonfires, mud tires, beer, drinking beer, bonfires, let me see your ex's hillbilly shit, hillbilly, yeah. And then he gets down and then the other artist gets up and he's like, drinking beer, bonfires, mud tires, bonfires, drinking beer, It's like, guys, this is what commercializing country rap sounds like. How about this? How about get up there, and as for me, yeah, I've been to bonfires. Yeah, I've had four-wheel drives and been mud riding and all that stuff. But let me tell you about the time that I had to pull my daddy off my mama. Or let me tell you about the time my brother was killed. Or let me tell you about the time I had to go through a divorce. Or let me tell you about the time I buried my daddy. That's music with a purpose. And because of the life that I lived during those periods of time in my life, lived out in the country. Me and my wife lived on a farm, her daddy's farm. When I write about it, it's country rap. In the song Talon Song, when I say the lyric, what about the marks all down your arm? What about the people that you harm? What about the lies? What about the guys? How about when we got kicked off the farm? We really did get kicked off the farm. She really did have marks down her arm. We were behind on rent. I didn't know we were behind on rent. I would give her the rent thinking she was going to go pay the rent to her daddy, but she was going to the casino and you know where else. So we were $1,800 behind on rent. I had no idea. Her own daddy not only evicted me and her, kicked us out, but also kicked out his 10-month-old grandson. We were headed to these streets. At the last minute, God shows up and Alabama called. And I said, well, baby, we're moving to Alabama. They're offering me a job over there. Went over to the theater, Alabama, worked in Alabama for a month, and was fired because of my conservative beliefs. Here I am now, we're in Alabama. We just got evicted. In the trailer we're living in Alabama, rent is by the week. So if you miss 1 week, you're evicted. And she won't do by the month. She has you by the balls every week. She makes sure you have a job. And we were in Alabama. I was stressed out. I was like, I just came over here to do this job and I just lost it. Now what we're going to do? You know what I'm saying? So to clear my mind, I went to go scope out some hunting spots in Alabama. I said, I just moved to Alabama. Let's go see if they have some deer. So I drove down to a management area. As I'm looking at the map on the little posted board they have, a truck pulls up. A white truck pulls up. Man gets out and he says, hey, can I help you? And I was like, I'm just trying to look for some deer plots or whatever. Me and him got to talking. He asked me, what did I do for a living? I said, I'm an electrician. And he said, well, I'll be damned, I'm an electrician too. And, oh, cool, all right, bet. We exchanged numbers. I called him 2 weeks later, and I said, are y'all hiring? And he said, yeah, come work with me. Not only did God give me another job after we went out to Alabama, not only did he allow me to meet this man and allow me to go work with him, but he enhanced my career from doing electrical to now I'm doing instrumentation and controls. And I started to learn about PLCs, programmable logic control, something I would have never learned in Mississippi. So it's like God will bring you right up to the point where it begins to rain before it floods, and he'll show up. And that's just how it works. So, you know, Coy Fontenot. Hey, Coy. What's up, King Southern? Uh, 6:43. 8 more minutes. Well, I tell you what, I might go live again tonight, maybe. And if you want to come on and tell your story, I could send you the link and we can get you up here. Anybody else has a story, just let me know. Message me on Instagram. If you message me on Facebook, I'll never get it. I have so many messages on Facebook, it's ruined. But if you message me on Instagram, I'll get it. I can send you a link. See County Sheriff seizing pigs from black farmer on tribal land. I've always believed the storm is the worst right before God. How can the sheriff seize anything on tribal land? I'm an electrician myself. The trade been good to me. David, I'm a journeyman. You got to have tough skin to be a journeyman. I'll say that. False police report. Oh, okay. Yeah. You know what? That's kind of why I got into music. I could play the guitar at a very young age. So the fact that I could play the guitar and not just play it, but I played it better than all my cousins, then their dad, who was an electrician and owned his own electrical company, hired me on his company to be an electrical helper. But he made it very clear to me. He said, you are not here to help us do electrical work. You are here to teach my son, your cousins, how to play the guitar. So he hired me because I could play the guitar. Then I began to do electrical work. And I worked my ass off for 13 years in the field, until I eventually was able to make my way into the office of the electrical company I was working with at the time. And when I made my way into the office, the guy that was training me was the bass player for Starsky and Hutch, some old rock and roll people from the 60s and 70s. And I had given up on music. I thought that ship had done sailed. And so this man started to teach me how to quote jobs with AccuBid and estimate jobs. At the same time, he began to teach me about recording equipment. And that's why I got back into music. The reason that job fired me is because I went to Nashville to record a record, which I got ripped off, and it cost me my job. Come on, Smokey. So music and electrical work has always went hand in hand. Come on. You know, when I was young, I had a trap house, 19 years old. It was a 2-story house. And no matter who was at the house, no matter how many days we went without sleep, no matter what happened, I always got up and went to work. My cousin would send some of his employees to come wake me up and put me in the work truck. I'm glad I stuck with it, you know. And so, you know, it's been good to me too, but you have to have tough skin. False, please. How are you doing with your withdrawal? Steve-O, I broke down last night again and took a little bitty piece. I feel like if I can just make it through the withdrawals in the night, the daytime might be a little easier to deal with. I was injured in 2020 on the job. I blew my heel up, so I'm partially retired now. I miss it, but I still eat off my skills. Just take a few jobs here and there. I hear you, man. I hear you. If I had an opportunity to walk away from the electrical field and do music full time, I'd do it in a heartbeat. I'd do it in a heartbeat. 13 minutes. I'd do it in a heartbeat. But, you know, it is what it is. I understand that, brother. Been there, done that. It's hard coming off those. Absolutely. It absolutely is. I just, you know, kick myself every time I fall, you know, or use kratom, you know. It's like cheating in a way or something. I don't know. Where's everybody at in the chat? We still got 40 people in here. Anybody from Kentucky? What I know Dagburn, if he's still in here, he's from Kentucky. Anybody from Mississippi or Tennessee? Out the Woods Entertainment Country Rap News and Review. What's up? Can I get an interview with you? Yeah, I'll interview you. Just DM me on Instagram and I'll interview you. My Instagram is BloodHound Dog. I got the blue check mark. Blue Ridge. Oh, wow. I've been to Blue Ridge, Georgia. I'm from West Virginia. I've been through West Virginia. From Alabama. Live in Indiana now. I used to live in Theodore, Alabama. I did a show in Indiana with Justin Time and Larry Del Reed and Adam Calhoun. And Cody Lane was there. North Carolina. That's where I started doing open mics again, was in Asheville, North Carolina. I cannot believe some of the pictures I've seen and how it looks now. But you know what? They'll be able to build Asheville back brand new. Y'all will have brand new everything. Brand new buildings, roads, wall. Hey, Nikki. Carolina, Tennessee, Georgia, Florida. That is all I'm worried about. Oh, and the UK. The UK needs country rap. That's all I'm worried about. If just those good states, I'm not talking about just the southern states, but I mean the good states. You know what I'm saying? The good states: Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, Kentucky, Tennessee, Arkansas, Oklahoma, Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, Alabama, Georgia, Florida, all the Carolinas, all the Virginias, Pennsylvania, Idaho, even that's way over there. Even in places in Vermont, Florida. That's it. If I can just be able to be known in that area, I don't got to be worldwide. If I can just be known in that little area right there, you know, that would be fine by me. You know what I'm saying? How long did you down the road? How long did you do down the road, Bubba? I've been locked up a couple times, but what you're referring to, I did a year in prison. And half of it was at DCF, the other half was at Parchman. If anybody knows what Parchman Penitentiary is, it was a extremely rough place. People get on the internet and they say, oh, prison's not that bad, it's what you make of it. And they're absolutely right. And if anybody in the chat in here has been in prison, then, you know, what I'm finna say is true. It is what you make of it. You know, it depends on where they put you. But in Parchman, you could get killed. Like, yeah, straight slaughterhouse. And it's just another one of them times that not only did God have his protection on me, but I never will forget. I never used to go to the Bible. When they moved me from Delta Correctional Facility, they had a banging kickoff at Delta Correctional Facility, and a white boy was killed. So when an inmate is killed in the banging, they shut the facility down because it's a regional facility, not a state facility. So they shut the facility down, and they moved me from DCF to Parchman Penitentiary. And when they did that, I was so depressed because nobody wants to go to Parchman. So I was so depressed, I never went to Bible study. At the same time, I thought to myself, I would love to be able to play the guitar, because where I came from, they had a guitar they would let me play at church. And so one day I'm sitting on the zone, and they come in the zone, and they yell for Bible. They say Bible study. And the person that they say is there for the Bible study is the same minister that used to go at the facility I came from. They just shut down. So I was like, oh, well, let me go talk to him. I never will forget it. I walked out the zone, and when I come out the hallway, not only was he standing in the hallway waiting on me, he said, I specifically come here hoping you would come to see you. I got something for you. I said, oh, really? So we walk into the cafeteria where they do the Bible study, and everybody sits down, and he gives me a Bible with gold pages, and he says, here. And I say, oh, thank you. That's nice of you. Yeah, take care of it. He said, I got something else for you, too. And I said, what was that? He reaches behind the door and pulls out a guitar. Like, I could not believe it. Like, this is like God stuff. He pulled out the guitar, and he said, I want you to play it. And I can truly say that I was a white boy that played the blues in Parchman Penitentiary. I have played the blues in Parchman Penitentiary, a song that I wrote, and it was like a blessing come true. You know, Paul was a sinner in his accord, slain 1,000 Christians by the devil's sword. Said he was the chief of sinners, Lord, back in his day. And I used to pick it on the guitar, man, and he was like, I came here for you. I brought the guitar. I wanted to give you that Bible. I want to tell you, you hang in there. And like 3 months later, I made parole. And that was awesome. I never will forget that. You're burning daylight. I got 8 minutes left. Yeah, we got it hard. 30 minutes. Yeah, I'm about 45 minutes away from West Virginia University football stadium. The Mountaineers, you're burning daylight. Arkansas in the building. What's up, Arkansas? How was your night? Good withdrawals. It was bad. I broke down and took a little piece. I couldn't do it, so I caved in. In the little town called Grafton, West Virginia, the birthplace of Mother's Day. Oh, that's crazy. We rock with you, Arkansas. Yes, I love Arkansas. Shout out Little Rock. Shout out Hillarosa. I caught a 10-piece for trees in 2010. Damn, for trees? Oh, trees. Oh, I get it. What's up, Chicago? O Block in the building. R.I.P. Tooka. David sucks. Now it's legal most place. Dang. Hate they took years from you for nothing. I pulled 45 months off the 10-piece. That's cool. What did y'all think Kobe Myers rap yesterday? It sounded like the run-of-the-mill country rap. It was good. It sounded good. I'm not knocking him. It sounded good. But in order to make it in rap, you can't be good. You can't be great. You got to be unique. You have to be able to stick out. And you have to be the flower that sticks out in the field of flowers. People say Cody Lane can't rap. I don't like it. I hear what you're saying when you say Cody Lane can't rap, but he has his own style. That's why it's taking him, to where it's taking him. Everybody say hey to Trey Healy. Trey Healy's in the chat. Thank you, Trey. Y'all tell good morning to Trey. What did y'all think of Kobe Myers? 45 months on a 10-piece. Trey Healy did 15 in jail. Trey, tell him about the 15 you did in jail. I get what you're saying 100%. Yeah. Yeah. It's got a super catchy hook. Trey's got some good music coming out too. But yeah, if you want to make it in country rap, and really country music too, because pretty soon all the country singers started to sound the same. The reason I won that talent show in Diamond Head, Mississippi is not because I was the best singer. I wasn't. There was a guy there that sung better than me, but he sounded just like Garth Brooks. There's already been a Garth Brooks. There's no need to sign somebody that sounds like Garth Brooks. So I won, even though he legitimately sang better than me. But I was unique, you know. High fit encounter for expired. Yeah, I know. Yeah. Info. I love code. You should use that church sound in your music, Hoss. It suits you, man. I do. If you listen to Cotton, if you listen to the song Cotton at the beginning, you'll hear the song that I just sang. You'll hear it in the background, but it's reversed. You listen to what? No, never mind. That's it, I think. That's it. I think music in general, unless you want to be put in the box behind a label. Yeah, I agree, Fuggin'. That I do. I hope everybody has a good day. Gets a lot accomplished. And I appreciate y'all's support, man. You have no idea what that means to me. My mind's so foggy right now. There was something I was going to say, but I forgot. But February 28th, Welcome to My Addiction is dropping, the music video and the single. If the Lord's willing and the creek don't rise and the social media companies don't do nothing. If this song blows up so big that it starts to affect the pharmaceutical companies, then here we come with the ban. They'll ban me. These major labels try to do that to social media companies. They're telling social media companies like Universal would say, if you continue to allow independent artists to go viral over our signed artists, then we're going to pull all our music and all our ads off your platform. And now that's why it's kind of a little harder for independent artists to go viral than it is for mainstream artists. Like right now, like with Trey Healy, I could do a reaction to Trey Healy's song and it'll get copyrighted, but it won't get banned. When I try to do a reaction to Jelly's song, they banned it totally outright. And I don't think that's fair. And I know Jelly would not think that's fair either. And it's insane that we're losing our freedom. That people don't realize it. We're losing our freedom. You don't have the freedom to go on the internet and tell everybody how you feel about this song. What you think about BG? The rapper BG? I have to go paint a house. All right, have a good day, Krupp. Okay, the rapper BG? I never really liked BG. He just, I don't know. Just keep pushing. Don't let them limit you. Thank you, Croc. I appreciate it. Appreciate that a lot. Never really cared too much about the rapper BG. He got his own style, though. I do like that one song he did a long time ago. Cash Money is an army, a navy, better not play me with gravy, nigga. The BG, Heart of the Streets, if that's who you're talking about. Oh, Brantley. Brantley Gilbert, sorry. Oh, man. What you think about Brantley Gilbert? I think Brantley Gilbert, this is what I think about Brantley Gilbert. And I got to go after this. And this is between us. It's between us, Trey. Don't let it leave the chat, Trey. If it was not for Brantley Gilbert, Colt Ford would probably be dead. When Colt Ford was in the hospital, in a very bad critical position, it was Brantley Gilbert that was there every day telling, you got this, wake up, we need you, you're a legend, you got way more mini music to write. Brantley Gilbert is the reason Colt Ford is still here. That and God. Brantley knows that. I'm proud to say that Brantley Gilbert had his child right here in Pascagoula, Mississippi at the last concert they did, him and Demon Jones right here. And his wife gave birth on the tour bus. I'm glad to say that happened in Mississippi, but I never will forget leaving high school one day with a buddy of mine. He had a burnt CD, and he handed it to me to put in the CD player. And I was like, "What? Who's this?" And he said, "It's Brantley Gilbert. He's a new guy. Check him out." And we put it in the CD player, and it wasn't a high-dollar Nashville studio. He didn't have all these effects. It was just straight raw talent. And I knew Brantley Gilbert before he got that country commercial sound. He's got a little bit of it. And he's just an example that independent artists really can blow up. You know what I'm saying? I got a lot of respect for Brantley Gilbert. You're good, bro. Stack tells that story too. That was a reason why I called it still out. Yeah, so Trey knows. Yeah, the hospital didn't have the right people and rushed him to another hospital. Oh, I like Brantley. You sound like a bull for all life. I'll holler at you. I'm going to jam out to some heaven. All right, Steve-O. All right, Chad, I got to go. I'm already running late. Thank y'all for stopping by. Thank you, Trey, for stopping by. If y'all ain't subscribed to Trey, please go subscribe to Trey. And if you hadn't clicked notification on Welcome to My Addiction, please go click the notification on Welcome to My Addiction. Greatly appreciate it, man. I love y'all. Not half of y'all, all y'all. From Creek Squad to Geek Squad down here at Best Buy. All y'all.